Peace, 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 peace and power, peace and power, peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for questions and answers, comments, concerns, content, commentary, dialogue. Know that you're in a space of intelligence. Yes, a space of love, your space. A space where we work on unity. Unity. Seek a path towards true liberation. As my class assistants come on in, get y'all in here. Assistants, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information in the chat for the duration of the class and throughout the class. Fund this war effort. Boy, fund the war effort. Man, I'm hearing some numbers go around for old Kamala. Yeah, I see some numbers going around for old Dunn. Yeah. Old Allen Hoppin' Dunn. So man, fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're trying to spank your kids because they asked for a pack of cookies in Target. Too late then. They pulling you up out of there. Don't wait until you ran that red light. Yeah, because your significant other asks you to stop at the store because she forgot something. And now you mad and you running red lights and get a ticket. Nah, it's too late then. Too late. You gonna eat that ticket. Book an assessment. Find out what your triggers are. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, intimate relation abuse consultation, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs. Find out what should alarm you. The behaviors you need to be alerted to. It happens this quick. People are triggered and they move fast. Learn the warning signs. Okay, book an assessment. Remember, with this information, the life you save could be your own. Real quick, you see the class, you see the time, you see how to throw it together. I got moves to make, classroom assistants. What's going on with y'all? We got some people to tag, it ain't many. First of all, I want y'all to tag all and share it to all young folks who are on social media. Your nephews, your nieces, yeah, your sons, your daughters. And some of you who still think that you're young, yeah, tag them. They need to be included. There's a lot of games being played on the internet by them LetterBoys. They trying to line people up. Not only do we have to worry about ours who trying to skim and scam, but them LetterBoys is coming. Okay? So tag everybody you know. Okay? Tag the Zeus Network and Motown, Detroit. Tag them. And all them little so-called dusty baddies, all these wannabe hot girls, and tag all of them. If you know a couple of them, tag they little dry cookie asses. Tag them. They need to hear something. Because I don't know who y'all trying to fool. Y'all can't be talking black girl magic and Kamala, Kamala, and all that. And that fiasco that we just witnessed, nah. So tag them. And tag the family of Foolio, the Floridians, and both street organizations. Yeah. And these fools that just got knocked, they just got bagged for unaliving that young man. Tag them all. But tag your classmates and yourself. Let's see who's up in the spotty spot. Because whoever ain't here, they just getting a 55. Corey Grant, salute. What's going on, Cor? What up? Yeah, we see you in the building. First in line. Yeah, we see you. Merklo, what's going on? Bushhead, we see you. Rick Gatlin. Zoom. 864 TV, classroom assistant. We see you. Tiara, what up, T? We see you. Sean Jenkins. Blackleaf. Okay, let's play. What's going on? Kyra, no 144. I see you. Ain't had no DMs, but I see you. Marcus Haynes. Sham Allah. Peace. Almighty was good. Salute. 55 I kill. Yeah, you ain't been pressed 5. CD, P, what's good? God, Stone, what up? That C-Blaze, Sniper. What up, C-Blaze? Think for yourself, what's going on? We see you up in the spotty spot. Yeah, we see you. Versace Bradley. Geechee. Y'all up in here. Uptown Dre. Yeah, we see you. Dre. 55. Hold that. Yeah, hold that. Hey, Ghoster. What's going on? Cookie? Nah, that ain't Cookie. 55 Cookies. Yeah, hold that. Got her. Gotcha. S. What up, Beckles? What up, Magic? What up, Lil Brick? Boy. We see y'all. Yeah. Heart Tunes TV. B Dolo. 55 B Dolo. 55. Yeah, 55 B Dolo. Yeah. Max. 55 Max. Who? Sierra Holmes. Hey, hello. How you doing? 55. Yeah. Take you and your goodies, Sierra, and get the 55. 55 for you. Yeah. Metal Face, what up? Ty, what's going on? Yeah. We see you. Gene. What up, Gene? Salute. Hey, what's going on? I see you. Huh? You from Antarctica? Man, who you think you playing with? Ain't nobody in no Antarctica. Yeah, you do it. Yeah. Antarctica. You ain't got no Wi-Fi in Antarctica with your cold ass. Yeah, nah. 55 for trying to stunt. Look, let's get right to it. All right? First off, let's get to the suspects that have been locked up, arrested, disrespectfully arrested in the Foolio case down out there in Florida. Okay? What is disturbing to me is not how young they are, because we already know that they are young, very young, but that they had a little girl with them. Boy. And people just don't understand the numbers that they're facing, okay? They don't understand that. Omaha in the building. What up, Jonathan? Rhonda, we see you. All right? They don't understand what they're facing. Hollow Davis and Matt, what up? They don't get it. Just like I didn't get it. Just like many people don't get it. People don't understand the concept of time and space until they're actually locked up. This is why I always speak on prevention. We cannot talk about reforming prison. We cannot talk about taking away solitary confinement and all that. Get the hell out of here. Unless you've been in it and been in it deeply, you don't understand time and space and locked up. So the kids don't know. They're trying to speak in their language and comprehend each other to the best of their ability. And their comprehension is off. It is off because their language is off, because there's never anything that's determinate when it comes to growing up and youthful. You just don't understand. You dig? They don't understand the finality of death. They don't understand what it is. Just can't until you go through it. So while they're in these street organizations, these gangs, and they playing these games and they running around, unaliving people, maiming people, getting maimed, they just don't get it. I get it. You will never understand seconds, minutes, hours, right? Until you've been taken away. You don't get it. You sit at your job and you think, okay, 8 hours, I got a 45-minute lunch break. After lunch, listen, that shit seems troublesome because you're really in a space where you don't own your labor, right? That's how we have been conditioned to live in society, especially a capitalist society, especially when you are in a space where you're impoverished, where you have to work consistently, right? Where you understand the 1st and the 15th. You dig? Like me, I understand the 1st and the 15th, right? I'm not Dr. Umar. I'm not Charleston White. I'm not, none of these individuals that be daily receiving ends and gifts and stuff like that. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I understand the 1st and the 15th because I understand my client base. I understand what that is. These kids don't understand what a felony is, what a charge is, what 5 to 10 is, what 20 years is, what life and natural life is. They don't get it. And we do a very poor job explaining it to them, articulating it to them. We do a terrible job at that. I make it my business, and I wrote books on it, right? The All-American Justice System Handbook, right? Yeah. Handcuffs, shower shoes, and visits. I don't promote it. I'm not here to eat off the people, but that book is there for your reading to give you an understanding so you could do a better job at making sure either your people who work in there understand the people who are in there to prevent people from going there. Hey, it's heavy. So while they out there and we're losing our kids, some people believe that we lose our kids in high school. You did, but we don't. That's not the age where we lose the children. Malaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, truth lady. You dig? We don't lose our children there. We lose our children right around middle school. Some people believe it's elementary. That's only if you really, really have severe learning issues and you are really in a space where you are just totally not nurtured. But we lose our children in middle school, right around that time. So by the time they're in high school, they already, some of them too traumatized and already gone for them to believe in us because they think they know it all. You dig? So when these kids get arrested for this, and I'm watching the tape, we're watching the tape, not only of them being arrested, but we're watching the tape of the actual unaliving, right? And to see how they're moving and how they operate. You got to understand that these kids may not know and have a concept of what they are actually doing in the time that they're facing, but they know how to unalive you. They know that. They've seen it. They don't understand that. Most of us don't until we are laying there, right? I watched my mother take her very last breaths. I was right there with her, but I still don't understand that concept, that travel. You won't until it's you. We only believe that because this is what the human mind does, right? Even the most intelligent, we want to believe that we get it. I don't get it. There was a space where I thought that if anything happened to my mother, that I wouldn't be able to go on. This is what we believe in this human condition. But when it happened, it happened. Now, a different consciousness came in front of me. You dig what I'm saying? Totally different. A whole different aspect of what it means to move on and how to go on. You dig? How do we do that? We figure that out among ourselves, right? Some are not able to come back from it. Some it take longer, but we don't understand that. As people who've been on the planet for 5 decades or more, we don't get it. So when these kids are in the street and they pull away from adults, or the adults pull away from them, and they trying to maneuver in this, and they're going through life, these themes that they create for themselves, street life, gang life, right? What they believe is hip-hop culture, what they believe is what they have to do, and the peer pressures, they don't get it. So I'm watching them run down on him and ambush this young man, right? Who himself didn't understand what he was doing. They don't understand that they speak this. You understand? This energy that they put a certain formula. Like we say, everything is dealing with science and math, that they speak this equation into the air and around them. And then they manifest that, which what they speak. So he played with it all the time. He's live, he's online, he's taking pictures, he got all different type of hammers. You dig what I'm saying? Assault rifles, all that, and they're in it. And they're in it deep. And no one is attempting to pull them up out of it. So I watched the youngins run down. Run down on them. Run down on them. And this is what happened, right? Ambushed at a Holiday parking lot, Tampa, Florida. June 23rd. Where we at right now? July. Right? I believe they got knocked yesterday. Last night, was I going on this? Yesterday. So they ain't even last. More than a hot month. More than a hot month. They didn't get no bread. No life-changing bread. Didn't get their mama a house. Didn't get their peeps up out the hood. None of that they claim was going to, happen while they're engaged in the street life. They engaged in this gang activity, believing that it's a come up, that they're going to come up. that this is a badge of honor, that this is what they're supposed to do, just like us, right? We believed that we were doing what was supposed to be done. The only difference is when you talk in the 80s, mid 80s to mid 90s, oh, it was a lot of bread at stake when certain individuals was in specific lifestyles. Oh yeah, we got tricked, but we got tricked because there was tangible results. Many doors got kicked in. Many 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. These numbers back then meant something, and oh, we was coming for it. And of course, we were tricked. Many of us knew better because we were raised in certain households. We understood capitalism, communism. We understood Islam. We understood right and wrong. But that draw to get that paper, because we thought it was life-changing. We witnessed some people actually change their lives back then, right? However, now, they knocking each other off for absolutely nothing. For bragging rights, for a moment on social media, to go viral. So yeah, they went viral. The way he went viral in his music. They went viral for unaliving this young man. And in that viral moment, we get another viral moment. Them being locked up in the pouring rain. Yeah, disrespectful. Locked up. So let's see these alleged clappers, the suspects. Alicia Andrews, 21. 21. Don't know if she have any seeds, any youngins, any kids, but she's out of here at 21. Isaiah Chance, 21. And Sean Gothright, 18. Out of here at 18 and 21. Now they got two more that's on the run, but since they on the run, this YouTube channel, we don't give out names or pictures of them. Nah, do what y'all do. Hope you got your boogie shoes on. Because these three were knocked because, again, still on technology, social media, and got bagged up. That's actually going to be spoken on later on in class when we're talking about this technology. Okay? But that's how these three got bagged. And what the authorities are saying, that in them making an attempt and finally unaliving Foolio, that they had actually been on him. They tracked him for 2 separate locations. How do they know that? Because of social media. These phones and all that. Again, people believing that this is still the 80s and 90s or pre-9/11, where you could just be willy-nilly running around doing what you do without worrying about it. No. If you were smart and really had somebody in your ear and in your corner, okay, y'all would understand, some of the tricks of the trade. But see, older people wouldn't sanction the garbage that y'all doing. Because, I don't know, maybe in the mix of all that, maybe Foolio got to the ones. Maybe his rival gang was getting to the ones. But the ones are only facilitated through whatever record sales, right? That y'all think, I don't know if they had merch and all that. But then again, that would allow us to believe that the old phase and the institution of what we know as the recording industry allowed that, facilitated that. So even in the mix of their street war, if they were getting to any type of life-changing bag, it was facilitated by our enemy, the old phase. And these children are not getting that part. But now they're going to have to face some very, very serious consequences behind this shit. Okay? Now they're saying Chance the 21-year-old, and Alicia, the other 21-year-old, tracked them to 2 separate locations, but there were 3 actual clappers. So they running around. It's not closed. These are the alleged people, okay? This is how we lose all the way around the board. All the way around the board. Nobody gained anything. No wealth. No growth in the community. No higher learning. Melanated folk taking out melanated folk. We know right now, though, who's going to benefit? The old phase. One man, unalived, who has some type of influence, whatever or whoever owns his publishing, music, and merchandising, they're going to still eat. The coroner, the state, because they got these 3 bagged up. The officers that bagged them, they going to make sure they get that bread. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The other 2 that's on the run, they're feeding the state, the city, the county by having to keep these, overseers, getting extra hours trying to find them. Everybody benefits except for us. We remain the casualties. And now 5 people enslaved. This is how it's going to go down. So this is the lesson learned. This is why I'm consistently saying prevention. We have to prevent the mentality, right? That mentality that encourages the behavior. Because we're not winning at all. Those who continue to shrug their shoulders and say, it is what it is, that's what it's going to be, and don't put forth the effort, either they're part of those institutions or they just dumb, you dig, or scared. And we can't be that because we're continuously losing when we do that. I'm not scared and I'm not dumb. We got to get to our kids while they're young. Because at any given time, any of us could be unalived. You dig? By this foolishness that took Foolio out. Right? This was their mentality. I told you that war was going on almost 10 years between these young people and adults around them. Again, one of them on the run is 30. Not no spring chicken. By 30, you should be able to have rhyme and reasoning unless you're stuck at 14 in maturity. That means your mind is still mush when you of a certain age. I remember clearly anybody who was rocking with us, Midtown, Bandits, East New York, Brownsville, Bed-Stuy, downtown. Man, we was 16, 17. Talking about, man, we ain't gonna be doing this when we 25, 26. Nah, we gonna get this money, take this money, and we out. We doing something else. Yeah. Before you know it, 25, 26, right like that. And you still stuck in that mentality, still trying to take money, still not growing, not enhancing, not understanding that you in it. When you in it, it grips you. Y'all could talk about alcohol. Y'all could talk about narcotics. Y'all could talk about sex. Nothing, and I'm telling you, nothing grips you like street life. Nothing. Those are just the additives. Nothing grips you like street life. That shit is an addiction because it feeds your ego. You really believe that you're rebellious, that you're revolutionary, that you're against the system when you're in that street shit. And you're not. You're wasting your potential. okay? And everybody else benefits except for us when you're wasting your potential. Then your light bulb comes on sometime after you in that box, when you're in that bed, when you get a real concept of time and space, and you're like, damn, I got sentenced to how much? And I only did a year and a half? And I got how much to go? Yeah. Unless something magical happened, you in there. And either you deal with it and make an attempt to change your condition or get all the way in it, or you become a victim of it. I'm telling you, when you're in it, you're in it. And what happened with me? Something magical. I ain't do nothing. I don't care how many law books I ran through. I don't care how many statutes, procedures, case laws, shepherdizing cases. I don't care how often I did that. And people could attest to that. They seen me in any facility, any of them, in that law library every day. And then in the general library, studying Chairman Mao, Che, Fidel, Huey, George, studying. That's it. But none of that would have mattered. I would have had to do that if that appeal didn't come through. You understand? That's when you know what time is, when you're stuck. And some of these dudes find out, again, too late. You 10 years in on a 40-year bid, now you, oh shit, now you realizing it. So our job has to get to these kids before they even think of giving up their life. And I'm telling you, the rapper's not gonna do it because they benefit from these kids going to jail. The athlete's not gonna do it because they benefit. The politicians ain't gonna do it because they benefit. The corporations, all of them, benefit from that prison industrial complex. They benefit from it. They want your kids to go to jail. They want your kids to believe in them. Tell you, athletes, entertainers don't care about you. They care about your interest in them. As long as you got an interest in them, they fine with it. As long as you could be a fan from in jail. They don't give a damn. Because that allows them to be important in the eyes of our oppressors, in the eyes of our enemies, in the eyes of them bankers, them Bagelmeisters. Long as these athletes and entertainers is in those spots and can say, yo, come through, and they can get 100,000 views and 5,000 or 6,000 people at an appearance, at a walkthrough, old face think they're important. They don't care nothing about you or your babies, nothing. So therefore, I have to continue to do a better job. And I'm making an attempt, but I can only do what I can do. The rest is word of mouth. It has to go. I'm stuck. So now we're looking at this young girl cuffed up in the rain, pouring rain, looking crazy. Disrespectful. Life gone. And again, I'm not even sure if they realizing it. I really don't. I don't think they realize it because I've watched people do it. I've watched some of my comrades take 25 years like, all right. I watched it and still doing the same thing they was doing in the street behind the wall, not understanding that, yo, it's over, huh? I don't care how many times you get to play with your girl, buy on a visit and suck on her teddy or something. It's over, huh? You understand that? That's not supposed to be your story. Nobody had a gender reveal in the baby shower for you to be sitting up in jail forever. And have specific teachers pour into you and tell you you're great. You didn't have an uncle or your grandpops try to talk you out of the dump, or your chick. And for the chicks or dude trying to say, yo, don't rock with them girls. And people, messages come. That ain't supposed to be your story. It's not. So shorty at 21 years old, she looking crazy. She's viral though. Yeah, Alicia Andrews, you viral. At 21, you made it, you viral. Isaiah Chance, you viral. Y'all viral. TKO, whatever, whoever them, Tampa, y'all good. Fort Lauderdale, Tallahassee, y'all viral. Y'all made it. Now what? Now what? You did? Let's move on. I ain't got time. Now, in talking about being viral and this technology, I want y'all to understand something and hear me. I know y'all heard, y'all say, whoa, Dr. Umar scammed people. He never put the school up. Brother Polite, he scammed people and credit this, that, and the third. This other dude, Jay, whatever his name is, all them dudes with the real estate and all that, and scamming and skimming and scamming, beating people out of bread, scamming people out of their attention. Yeah, Jay Morris and that clown. All these individuals, right? True. So we have to watch that, right? The dudes with the museums and all that shit. It's a museum, but not artifacts, but trying to get a liquor license, all that weird shit, you know? Telling you he power to the people, but he's standing with the euro. Yeah, the suspected LetterBoy agent. You chilling with him and all that. You dig? But again, we know we should be on point for those type of individuals. We gotta keep our eye and ear out for it. However, there's another video going around, dudes are sending it to me, where they got a young boy, and for the life of me, I don't get it. I'm not adding anybody to a live that I don't know. I just don't do it. I don't care if it's IG, I don't care if it's Facebook. I don't do it. I know who the hell I'm talking to. But these young kids are always searching. They're doing a lot of things. The video of the young dude on his live opens up the live to whoever asks to come through. Homie pops up. You can see that he appears to be in another country, speaking in another language, and telling him, yo, Papi, I got this work. I got this work. And flashing it. You did? And flashing it. So now, he start talking in his broken English. Yo, this is this and this is that. You did? Now, homie, not open at first. He's looking, he's cautious. But he's quick thinking. Yeah, I got this work. Quick thinking. All right? What is that? And you see it. All type of birds of that thing. Homie shot him right. Damn. Nigga, you a fed. I want you to sniff that. Hit him with the deep cover. Sniff that. This dude is shooting numbers at him. It may appear as if it's entrapment. It may appear. But we don't know unless you studying new ways that this technology could be used to charge you. You could be thinking like a black person, like a hustler, like a street dude. No, they entrapped me. And you don't know. You don't know if that shit is going to be a decent defense for it. So y'all better get in them damn West laws and figure out what can and can't be said on social media and look for the trap and start monitoring your kids, your young adults about how they operating on social media. I've been hit numerous times. But see, people understand and know I have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to narcotics. I ain't no hustler. I'm a stick-up kid. Everybody know that. You can't catch me with that dumb shit. You dig? Not at all. That's poison is taboo since I was a child. I'm running. I'm gonna do with that shit. But these young kids will jump on that and start talking and just getting crazy with it. You dig? But I had all type of stuff. Box shots, vids, everything. Sent to DMs, messages, all that. It is what it is. It come with the territory. You open as public. It is what it is. But even in that, if it's wrong, you dig what I'm saying? If it's criminal, you could get lit up. So I'm telling y'all, don't be opening no emails, don't take no invites or no followers and none of that from people you don't know and haven't engaged in. Shit, there's people you know and have engaged with and they lie and do dumb shit. You understand? That's just what it is. People have nothing better to do. And now you got individuals who they come straight out and tell you what they've been doing or what they do. Derelict police agent shit, get smart shit. Putting dudes on phone, three-way and all type of weird shit, collecting data and all that. But will tell you they gangster. So just be mindful of this, what's going on, because if this young dude wasn't sharp, that could have been big. And I could just imagine how many people they've lined up like that. The only reason why we may not know is because they get somebody on some shit like that, and when they go through the system, dudes is copping out because they like, damn, I was just on social media. I didn't really say nothing. What happened? And they don't go to trial. They take whatever they get, and we don't hear nothing about it. So be mindful of that. It's not only narcotics. It could be sex. It could be anything. It could be a scam. You could lose your property, get in your bank, any of that weirdo shit. Be meticulous. I'm meticulous. You think I'll be playing? When I'm talking about my snipers is gunning anything down. You sound weird, you out of here. And then if you commenting weird somewhere along the line, you out of here. Emails, all that. Damn, meticulous with it. My first IG page I lost, and when you go and look it up, that shit say I got 8 different name changes and addresses in Nigeria, Kenya, or we don't know who did it. And you got sucker dudes that pay people to get you up out of here. That's how they move, because they're frustrated with the lack of their growth. Or again, they could be these LetterBoys making an attempt to line people right on up. So be careful with this technology, B. Be very, very careful with it. Dude's opening and he got all this substance and he's talking numbers. Nah, he's supposed to shut that down. But again, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, whoa, hold on now. You understand? You opened it up because it's your joint. That was his live. So he opened it up to somebody who he didn't even know. Be careful. Be very careful. You dig what I'm saying? Mindful of how y'all moving on this shit. Don't accept nothing unsolicited. I don't care if you think you know the name or the person, because on Facebook, they're going into your friends list and creating fake profiles and asking you, yo, nah, that's my new page. Oh, hi, how you doing? And you know they don't talk like that. Next thing you know, yo, can you send me a little something? I'm telling you, I get hit all the time with all type of foolishness, yo. You dig? So just be careful. Talk to your peoples. Tell them to be careful as well. All right? But this is the new way of communication. This is the new information. A lot of people have moved away from television and conventional news, media, and stuff like that, and they get everything right here. And the world knows that. People know that. You understand? So be on point with it. Be on point with it. All right? Next, because I got to get out of here. The war effort is man, I got to make moves. Because it's serious. I'm watching it. Man, I watch dudes in a few hours get almost $2 million for this lady, which really ain't shit. It's a drop in a hat. $2 million, she might could get 3 days worth of commercials on TV. Same black dudes is not putting no type of community center in the hood, no program in the hood, nothing. But they claim to be black and supporting a black woman. They gave her almost $2 million in a few hours. And she ain't gonna do shit and hasn't done shit. Won't see her in their prospective neighborhoods. Program won't, nothing. Nothing. I'm telling you. Nothing. And I know because I'm here. I know because I know what it takes to run specific nonprofits, programs, and things like that. Shit, we did Cure Violence, $500,000 for the fiscal year. A squad of 8. And we took the homicide rate down almost 60% within that 1 year. So I know the numbers. I know what people can do. You mean to tell me y'all to duty ass, stick in the butt ass dudes raised almost $2 million for her campaign? And she gonna blow that on one commercial somewhere in a targeted what are her targeted campaign areas? You understand? This is what people don't get. But they sit there on social media and tell you they doing something, they about something, or who you should be rocking with. You crazy? So I know what it is. Trust and believe. Okay? I know what it is and how they moving on that. So be mindful of this up here. All right? So let's go. Last joint before we up out of here. Yeah, black woman. Black women. Y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. There was a time when black women were nurturing the girls behind them. And I'm not talking about my class. I know my class. I know my clients. I know how they move and what they say and how they talk. But yo, for y'all to consistently let these half originals or non-originals be the influence over our girls, over our young ladies, nah, that can't happen. So this Natalie Nunn chick and this Baddies and this audition in Motown, Detroit, was that Motown? And y'all had them black women out there acting a fool? Nah. We gotta cancel this thought nation. We gotta cancel this baddie shit. That is not who black women are. I'm serious. Black women are always the epitome of conduct. Always been the standard of how women presented themselves over the globe. Everyone wanted to be as refined as the black woman. And why? Because it was a legacy. It was a teaching. It was a nurturing. It was a look of an eye if a black woman was out of character among other black women. What? Oh, nah, she out of pocket and get dismissed and you would turn. And that would shape them up. It would almost be an embarrassment if a young girl, a young woman couldn't come up out of that ghetto-ness, couldn't come up out and code switch. Serious. She wouldn't open her mouth in certain social settings. She would be embarrassed because she didn't know, because she wasn't learned, she wasn't articulate. Now y'all celebrating it and following them? Nah, Cypher. Clean this shit up. And I'm telling you, it's these half originals. The Natalie Nunns, the Amber Roses. You understand? The Kardashians. Y'all picked up and followed that garbage. Y'all ran with it. Y'all ran with it. So now we have this audition, and every time I'm looking at the tapes and the little clips, and these women, man, I seen this clip that's in the thumbnail with this dark skin, little broad, tall sister went to whooping. Man, she broke this little girl up. Had her twisted up and all that. For what? He said there were fights consistently throughout the audition and encouraged by this chick, and y'all seen this chick get handled. I remember when the original Bad Girls Club was on TV, and she was the big one, because she big and long-jawed and worked out, was about that action until years started going. And I'm telling you, I mean, she been around about 10 years. And 10 years for a woman, I don't care how much you do this, your bones get soft. Your muscles get soft. If you ain't Clarissa Shields, you shouldn't be talking nothing. And I seen Natalie Nunn get scraped up numerous times, but does nothing here. Why? Because that bag, the Euros keep throwing that bag. So she's not maturing mentally. At one time, she had slowed down, right? Until one of their cast members was unalived. And I could remember that went viral. One of them young black girls was unalived, was a recent cast member, and the very same day, Allie Nunn and like 4 or 5 others was in a hot tub playing games, keying, twerking and all that, and I did a quick vid on it. And I was like, look at this garbage. Here this young broad was unalive because of her behavior and how she thought her life was moving, and y'all playing. No condolences, nothing. And now they got our one. Detroit? Come on, B. Detroit. Where at one time, most of the women wanted to be Diana Ross in the Supremes. Most of them wanted to be like Delicious. Detroit women always been fly, asymmetrical cuts, little different, jazzy. Come on, we talking Detroit, Motown. And y'all got these girls? That's how y'all represent? Fighting consistently over nothing, garbage, to get seen and viewed as a baddie? That's what y'all want for your life? No refinement, nothing. Fighting, musty. How the hell you believe that you going to audition and you going to be picked after you done been fisticuffing, eye jammy, braids torn out, musty, and now you're going up in front of people. And if that is the type of people they want on this show, you can imagine where it's going to go and who they're going to push it to. Vincent, much appreciated for the super chat. And they said she was encouraging it. This half original. Yeah. So I'm trying to say black women should be outraged at these images consistently, but so many buying in. So I'll be talking about them sororities and shit like that. They the main ones that be buying in and pushing that. But see, they got their piece of paper. They got their way into the Euro institutions. So when they doing it, they culture vulturing it. They culturally appropriating it because that's not them. But they'll dance to the songs in their vids. While it's real young girls impoverished living like that. With no health care, with no nurturing, with no protection. And that becomes their essence. And they don't grow up out of that. They don't. They continue in that same frame. Right? The Tia Kemp shit. Yeah, she was a baddie. Right? Yeah, and now look. Yeah, Blueface Mom. She was a baddie. And now look. Without Whitey in the institution of media and entertainment, you wouldn't even know who the hell they are. So they only exist until Whitey kick them out the whip. Then they done off. Done off. Shift this, man. Y'all gotta shift it. You have to. Because they're gonna allow you to do it. Like Kamala told me, we in these streets. She was talking that while Joe was still right. She was in the street. Yeah, we in the streets. She, right? On the podcast, right? Yeah, we in the streets, right? Joe out of here now is I'm refined now. No, I'm Chucks and Pearls. No, you understand? They use you, your energy and your vibration to play on it. As if they all, and we all included. No, they not. They go back. She in the streets until she got to go back and kiss on that white man. She ain't in the streets with Doug. Doug don't know what the streets is. But you got people that's coming through telling y'all to vote and rock with her. Your vote's supposed to be private. Nobody's supposed to know where you going with that. So she all in the streets. Yeah, I'm in the streets. And she go behind that wall with Doug. Doug ain't hearing none of that. He ain't the streets. Okay? So y'all need to start refining yourselves. Getting back to the essence of what black women really are. Y'all fighting and carrying on TV. Cut that dumb shit out. Talking about y'all box like that shit is something. That dry cookie ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. You don't have nothing from it. Nothing. Nothing. If it was worth something, you would have something. That's it. You got y'all geared to that shit. It's the dumbest shit in the world. Because every dude that come through, show and prove. Them box ain't nothing. Because if it was, they would act right. They would move accordingly. You wouldn't be running through them like that. Showing and proving. I keep telling y'all, ain't shit men. Talking about men? You think it's about box? You crazy? Dudes is in jail humping plastic gloves in the street, getting machines that twirl around. Dudes a hump a couch. Was he getting hard? Box ain't nothing. What you got up here? Out of here with that shit, man. Smarten up. Get out of that baddie mentality. It's doing y'all dirty. It is. You're not lasting with it. You're only delusional. You're caught up. I'm telling you, because that institution giving you a bag. Then look at your girl Vivica. I keep telling y'all. Keep looking at them. You're not looking. I like to date. Yeah, I like to shop. I like to go out. You put in your application. She was one of the baddest. All right? Get your shit together. Stop playing. All right? And make sure y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. All right? Keep your head sharp out there. I'm going to have to come back to class tonight. Because damn, that war effort. That was a bagel. All right? But again, come back to class with all 10 fingers, 10 toes. Be safe out there. For real, for real. It's a war going on. Trust and believe. Guard your mind. Because that's where they coming. Guard your mind. You dig? Watch your kids talk to young folk. Let them talk to you. All right? That's where we at with it. 55 gang. I see y'all up there. Get y'all grades up.